Good morning, everyone. Pastor Jonathan here with this week's edition of the Weekend Wrap-Up. And our guest today is Pastor Ralph, and excited to have him here as we take time to reflect on this past week's message from Pastor Chris, taken from Luke chapter 15 and the secrets of the kingdom. If you weren't on campus Sunday to hear it, I encourage you to take the time to go to our YouTube channel and watch the message in full, and it'll be a blessing to you. It was a great day this week. And so we're just going to take time to reflect on the secrets of the kingdom. This week's message was from Luke chapter 15, and there were three parables that he focused on. But in particular, one of the things that stood out to me was the parable of the lost coin. And the woman that had the 10 coins lost one. Doesn't sound like she lost too much, but she was concerned about it, and it was very important to her because it was all
Absolutely.
she had. It was like 1/10 of her income.
Yeah.
So she didn't just give a casual search for it, just a quick look around the room. No, she took out her broom and she swept every corner. She looked in every crevice and crack for that coin because it was important to her. It had great value.
Absolutely.
And that's a great picture for us of God's love for us and for the lost person, the lost soul, the one who's wandering, the one who maybe marginalized
Absolutely.
or broken. God loves them so much that he pursues them in search of them because he loves them. And, that spoke to me because I encounter people every day who perhaps have some measure of brokenness, but sometimes I'm not paying enough attention, or the love of Christ isn't filling my heart to the point where I would pursue them and take care and concern for them and share the grace of God with them, give the opportunity to experience his grace and his love and to be redeemed, all those kinds of things. So I realize I have a ways to go to love people around me the way Christ loved me and pursued me.
And sometimes we think, well, gee, do we really know any lost people? Mm-hmm. But have you been to the store lately? Have you gotten gas? Are you out in your neighborhood? They're all around us. And as God desires a relationship with us, we can build relationships with other people, giving us the opportunity to invite them to church, giving us the opportunity to share our faith with them. Pastor Chris shared some powerful truths on Sunday about those particular things, and he also shared about the parable of the
prodigal son.
The prodigal son,
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You got lost there, and that God ran, that the Father ran to the Son, and God desires for us to be in relationship with him, and he is waiting and watching for us to come to him.
Yeah, it was interesting, and what struck me about that particular parable was that you had two sons who both misunderstood
That's
the
right.
love of their father. And I think sometimes there are a lot of people out there who think God looks at them and he just looks at them like a father who is maybe bitter towards his children because they don't live up to his expectations or some other disappointment. But God's love isn't like that. It's unconditional.
That's right.
And he embraces the wayward one, and he loves the one who has been faithful but is trying to measure up and just trying to live up to a certain standard and feels like they always disappoint. God loves them just the same. And so his love is unconditional and it's unmerited. You can't earn God's
That's right.
love. That's an important message for me to understand, and I think
Absolutely.
people around me to understand. So I'm praying that this week God would help us to see people around us the way he sees them and to love them the way he loves them. I would encourage all of you this week to ask God to show you those things, to open your eyes to the people around you, be sensitive, and to be bold to speak God's love to them and give them the opportunity to experience the fullness of his grace and mercy. Well, if you have other thoughts or reflections from Sunday, we would love to hear
Absolutely.
your thoughts, and you can just comment to this post, and we encourage you to share it with others, and let's have a conversation about what God's doing and how he's working in your life too. Thanks for joining us this week. We look forward to seeing you again next week as we take time to reflect on the message from this coming Sunday. Have a great week, everybody.
God bless.